All right, folks, welcome back to another edition. Rob, all tours are officially underway. How are we
Yeah,
doing?
they are.
Okay.
Good, good. How was the round this weekend?
It was good. Not as good as well. So it was better than last week. I didn't hit my goal, but um, for the conditions, I thought I played really well. You're gonna shit your pants here. Um, I kind of choked down the stretch. I had two tap-ins, like not talking about marking, like a short 2-footer and then putting
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Legitimate 8-inch tap-ins that I missed because I was in a hurry for some apparent reason.
What?
One was from the backside of the hole, and then the other one was legitimate. This one was a little bit longer. It was like a foot and a half on 18. I was kind of just
So you're talking about like how Spieth did that Saturday night last week?
yeah,
Oh my God. Oh, you had to be fuming.
fuming. Um, I doubled 18 to shoot 80.
So, so you could potentially had a 76.
Yeah, and then so that par three, the 15th, I believe, that's where the other one came in.
Oh no.
Had a really nice out of the bunker. Uh, Missed like a 4.5 footer, maybe. Went 6 inches past the hole, and I was on the other side of the hole. And just like knocked it back like an idiot. And yeah, that's
Oh no.
yeah. So going in, I knew where I stood. Like on 17, I'm like, all right. By the way, 17 was playing every bit of probably close to 800 yards,
Is
and
it a
that's
win?
not even a lot. Yeah. Second shot was a hybrid. No, sorry. Yeah, I went hybrid, hybrid.
So you went driver, hybrid, hybrid.
Correct. And
Did you get on in regulation?
no, I went to the bunker. My third shot, my second hybrid, I was like two. I was probably a little over 200 out, right?
Yeah.
And this thing might have went 170.
No.
The wind was howling. Um, we got through three holes. It was absolutely beautiful out. We got through three holes, birdied the first, came out firing, felt really good. And then this wind just came out of nowhere for the fourth hole. And then it got tough. The traditional sanctuary wind where it's just blowing
Sure.
across. Yeah, and then it got really tough. Um, a lot of the par threes, if you were into it, you were hitting, you know, you were probably three clubs up. It was crazy.
Really? So what did you do after that second short miss putt?
On 18.
Well, you're lipped out or whatever the two, prior to your double bogey. Unless one of those was the double bogey on 18.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got you. Never mind then. So you went straight to the bar then, I take it.
Yeah. I yeah, wasn't happy. But then the thing is like up until 15, just kind of hung in there all day. Uh, Pretty much played par or bogey golf. Had I think two or three birds. Played pretty well all day. Like I said, I just had a couple holes like 18. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
not even a couple, just 18, and then a couple bogeys down the stretch that hurt me, and then of course that double on 15. But yeah, it wasn't.
Well,
Should
did you
have.
get a money game going with those putts? Did those cost you some money?
Yeah, I mean we were up. We were up pretty big. We ended up. I think we ended up winning, I don't know, $15. We were up probably 30 points. At one point, I know we were up pretty big. Um, it definitely cost us some points, but yeah, it wasn't great. I mean, I'm happy with the 80 just because of the conditions. If it wasn't,
Right.
you know, it the goal should have been hit without a doubt, but it wasn't. So we're moving on to the Masters at Ravisloe and putting Sanctuary in the rear view.
Did you see more guys out there on Saturday?
Ton of guys. Ton of
That's
guys.
awesome.
Yeah. I mean the whole tee sheet from, 8:30 on was 8:30 until, you know, a little past 9:30 was all CGT guys. So
Yeah.
it was cool. Yeah. And even sitting in the clubhouse, you had guys funneling in because we were there for a while. You had guys funneling in all afternoon, guys going out, at like 2 o'clock we had coming in. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
Good.
super cool to see. Everybody was fired up. So it was good. It was good to meet some new people.
Yeah. It was awesome to see the leaderboard fill up and everybody posting their scores.
Yeah. Did
It's exciting because golf is back.
oh,
So
yeah. Did you get out this weekend?
I did not. I had a coach soccer game, but I did do a little golfing as in changing out some grips because I'm ready for my first round this weekend. We got the 9:50 tee time at Randall Oaks, so I'm pretty pumped. I think we go right off before our block, so hopefully I'll see some guys out there.
We're gonna start having to call you Rob Lasso.
Yeah. Well, I threatened to have the mustache, and I might do that in the middle of the season.
There you go.
Mhm.
Did you tell me that you did something golf related over the weekend though?
I did. I changed out my grips on my clubs.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, last tinkering. That's the last tinkering of the season.
Hold on.
We're done.
You wait, your brand new clubs?
My brand new clubs. I came with brand new grips. Yes. Yeah.
You're a maniac.
Well, I just
You're good.
wanted a better feel. So hopefully
Hey,
this is what I need.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you know what? And plus, not being able to golf this weekend, hearing all you guys golf, I had FOMO, major FOMO. Got invited to play out on Saturday. Obviously, I had to turn it down because of soccer, and I was missing out. So I came out to the garage, threw on the Zurich Classic, started changing out the grips, and kind of settled down a little bit. But I was constantly checking Leaderboard King and all that stuff just to see what people are posting.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the Zurich, did you catch any of it?
I watched the majority of it. I didn't. I caught some on Saturday because of the game and changed out the grips. Sunday, I caught the end. For some reason, I was just not. I mean, when they had what a 5-6 stroke lead going into Sunday.
Yeah.
It was just kind of lost its luster to watch it. And then I saw on the app when Horschel and them, were making a charge. And then as soon as golf Twitter went off on that drop, I turned it on just to see what the hell was going on. But
I will agree. I didn't catch a whole lot. Watched a little bit of it on Saturday after our round, and then on Sunday. Even when I was watching it on Sunday, it just doesn't have the same,
right.
cutthroat competitive nature. I get it. It's fun. It's a cool format, but you know, a team shooting, would they finish 32?
Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I
I
wasn't, like I said, I knew they won. I saw the whole when Cantley putted on 18 and it left short, and they're sitting there laughing, because what I think they basically said, Cantley pretty much carried the team on Sunday because Xander wasn't doing anything, so he got to put in the final tap in putt. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, it didn't do anything for me. I mean, Thursday was cool, Friday was cool. The 59 was awesome to see, and I think their first team to win wire to wire, right? So
Yeah, and dude, it's crazy. They shot even on Sunday. I mean, luckily they had a 5-6 stroke lead.
right,
Shooting even in that format for PGA Tour players is like crazy, especially Cantley and Schauffele. But
yeah,
shoot 59 first round, 60 third round. You kind of coast away with a W there. But yeah, the event itself, I think it was okay. I mean, it's nothing to complain about. Wasn't great. It's something different, which was
yeah,
cool.
right.
But I just once numbers start getting up in the 30s, that's kind of ridiculous. But
Well, it was funny too because Saturday morning, getting ready to have the day. I had it on the ESPN live on the TV, and they're playing the music, and Katie was like, "Wait, why is there music in golf?" And I said, "Well, that's their thing. That's their the walk-in music." And some of the songs, she's like, "Who picks these songs?" And I said, "Well, the players pick these songs." And I said, that's what the big joke is, because some of it was terrible,
terrible.
absolutely terrible.
What did I think it was Morikawa and what's his name came out to Sandstorm?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
What would be your walkout song?
it's kind of funny. I was just gonna ask you the same thing. I always,
I know mine.
Are you a Fast and the Furious guy? Do you like that that whole franchise?
I mean, I can't even tell you which movies I've watched because they're all the same, but I do
No.
enjoy them when they're on.
So when we're at Eastern, obviously for college, our getting ready song was the Tokyo Drift song.
Okay.
And we would blast it the whole time getting ready for parties and whatnot. So that's the whole joke. So that would be probably
Couple
my song.
couple beer showers.
A couple bear showers. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beer
But
shower
yeah.
beers.
How about yourself?
Um, I might have to go with Shawn Michaels, his walkout song.
Oh,
The
nice.
Heartbreak Kid.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That'd be pretty cool.
I love Shawn Michaels. Yeah, it would be fun. Like I said, it's kind of a nice little switch up, but it kind of got a little gimmicky at the end of there.
Yeah.
But overall, you know, good good tournament. This week we don't have anything. Kind of a PGA Tour off week. We have the what is it, the Mexico Open, but it's like I don't even.
Yeah. I saw that tweet about the list of the players invited because of what it used to be the
Well,
I
the
forgot
reason
what
I
it
said there's nothing this week because
right.
I didn't even see a field for it yet.
Yeah.
So
So
I
it's
kind of
I like it is it's a down period now because with the schedule change and now PGA championship being before the US Open, it's like
right.
so
So you got the Mexico Open this week. Like I said, I don't even know who's playing in it, so I just kind of wrote it off. Um, and then we have the Wells Fargo the following week. But I don't think this week's like. I mean, it is a legitimate PGA Tour event, but like I didn't see tickets being sold. I didn't see a field. I don't even know if it's happening to be honest. So
yeah.
that's where we're at with that. Speaking of, did you see the news about Phil applying to play in the Live Golf Invitational in London?
Yeah, when I got home from the office today, I checked Twitter and I saw the statement from his agency. That was, because what he submitted for the U.S. Open, he submitted to be in the to play to defend his PGA Championship, and then he had to get in his form to ask to play for the Live tournament in London. So, but then I thought that was interesting at the end of the statement where it's like he's not this doesn't mean he's committing to all of it. He just needed to make the deadlines, right? So,
The agent said he wanted to keep his options open.
right.
You know,
Well, I mean, it goes to what do you think about Greg Norman with the Open?
I mean, I I don't hate it. I mean, let
Well,
these
obviously
players.
he's doing it because of the Live and
Yeah,
all that. So,
right.
you know,
Yeah, I mean, hey, if they could do it, then do it. You know what I mean? I don't.
mhm.
I'm not against either or. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous, but if he's if he's able to do it, um, you know, in between the lines, and why can't he?
Right.
So we'll see.
So,
Yeah,
what do you think Phil does?
what do I think he does?
Yeah.
I think he plays in all of them. Per I think per the PGA Tour, as long as he doesn't sign like a contract with the Live, I believe he could still play in um, other tournaments based off of their contract.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think he probably plays in all of them. To be honest,
Yeah.
I mean him and
Yeah.
Tiger,
I just don't see how he doesn't defend his title. I just
right?
so
Yeah, I mean I think he definitely plays in the PGA Championship. He's he's gonna play in the U.S. Open. Depending on what comes from that from the PGA Tour, whether or not he could play in the Live. Now that's kind of to be determined. But I think if he's able to, I think he plays in all three of those.
mhm.
Um, Now, does he contest? I don't know. I mean, who knows where Phil's game's at right now? But then again, he won the PGA Championship last year. So,
Right. Right.
uh, yeah, I thought it was just good to hear Phil was alive. So,
Right.
you know, um, yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I don't know. I mean, it keeps getting pushed. Let's see, Robert Garrigus last week was the first player to
Yeah.
kind of release that he was playing with him. I mean, Robert Garrigus hasn't been relevant on the PJ Tour since what, 2004?
I don't even know. Did he? Well, he was in the match play though. I mean, he was in the Zurich Classic this past weekend though, wasn't
Yes.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a time. His story is bananas, by the way. Did you ever read into that?
Mm-mm.
He was a huge, huge addict. Whether that was like heroin or crack, it was a bad. That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's crack. Anyways, huge addict. Um, the game of golf kind of saved him, and
Wow.
that's when he had. Dude, he was hot for like 2 years on the PGA Tour. You
Oh, I
remember?
remember that. I remember him being, you
Yeah,
know,
and I want to
household
say
name.
it was like mid, I don't know, 2006 for some reason, somewhere in that, like, it was a while ago, but yeah, I mean, he has a pretty good story. But I mean, I'd rather see a Corn Ferry Tour player go to live besides, you know, Robert Garrigus. Like, who wants to follow Robert Garrigus on the live golf tour?
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. But we're breaking down the Southside Tour Masters today, Rob.
Yeah.
So obviously, West Side Tour, North Side Tour still have, another full weekend in the next week to play
Yep.
for event one. Southside Tour event one ends this Friday. Uh,
Yep.
so if you're listening to this on Wednesday, you got 2 days to submit your score by 9 p.m. Friday.
Yep.
And then we jump right into our first major of the year, which
I
is
know. That's
Masters at Ravisloe.
that's uh that's crazy to think that you guys are already almost on an event too. So, but it's the first major, so it's some major points, and it's at a course that I've come to have fun with. So I'm excited for you guys.
You used to have some beef with Ravisloe, didn't you?
Yeah, I never, like I said prior before, we used to play outside of college. We used to go play it, and then didn't really care for it. And then when we started doing the tour there, it kind of grew on me, and I do like it now.
You might have been listening to your boys no laying up for a little too long.
No, no laying up like it.
Who was
It's
it? Was it Andy?
Andy doesn't like it
Yeah,
from the Fried Egg, I
he
believe,
was. Maybe he was.
or he has some suggestions on how to change it or something
Yeah,
like that. If I
I
recall.
remember that whole article.
Yeah, DJ Pie, I think from Nolan Light, they did that whole video on, short film on it. I think
Yeah,
he likes it.
yeah. I mean, around here, it's a staple, and I like I said before in past podcasts, I probably play it at least probably 7 times a year. Um, Played a lot. Probably played it upwards of 50 times. Great track, Donald Ross design.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like all the trees and what have you, and the keyboard designers out there. Um, for some reason, have a problem with you know the agriculture. I don't. I think it's a great track. I mean, sure, some things could change, but I mean, what are we really talking about, Rob? Talking about a golf course here, right?
Right.
So Donald Ross track, it's unbelievable. It's always super well kept. Used to be private, probably now 8, 10 years ago. I still think they're one of the only public courses that tarp their greens in the wintertime still, which kind of shows a lot. They care for it a lot. Um, Short course, plays a little over 63 from the tips. Small greens, target golf, a lot of rolling mounds and deep bunkers and
Mm-hmm.
maybe even little pop bunkers, so to speak. If you're not hitting greens at Ravisloe, you're probably not shooting well. I mean, that's just the simple fact. It's
Right.
it's it's target golf. It's small greens. A lot of the greens are back to front in terms of slope. I mean, Ravisloe is a course I feel very comfortable talking about because I've played it so many times, and
Right.
I think it's a super fun layout. It's short.
Well, some holes are deceivingly long.
Yes.
it's got a little bit of everything, right? Like you said, it's a gettable course. If you keep it in play, obviously, I think that's at any course. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if you're missing the greens, you better have a hell of a up and down game.
Yeah, it does play a little bit longer than it is. I mean, right off the bat, second and third hole, you got back-to-back par fives. Both holes are, I mean, the second hole, that green, that approach in is not that bad. The green's pretty big, but hole three, I mean, you're talking about a green that's essentially, I don't know, 20 feet wide max, and it's a huge back to front slope. I mean, I've been there in the summer where I've seen balls land 10 feet above the hole and then come all the way down. Uh,
Mhm.
or I've seen guys stay up there and then four putt from that position. Like it's the greens are super tough. Not a ton of slope to them. I think on the card, considering I think it's like 131, but when you play it, unless you're in the wrong spots, maybe I could see that. Obviously, the card's the card, so it's right. But I'm just saying it kind of plays more to a 128 ish if you're, you know, below the hole and
Mhm.
so forth and so on. But there is some undulation out there for sure. I'll tell you the shadiest, hardest hole on that course is number 11, the par three.
Oh, that's yeah, especially the teaser in the back.
Yes, correct. Um, Other than that, there's a lot of gettable holes. There's a lot of holes you just got to play the number and get out of there with a par and be happy.
Well,
Uh,
I think it's the perfect track for the Masters for an April round, like it should be, right? For a challenge
yep,
for, more points, obviously. So like I said, the rough can be long, it could be short, but like it's crazy. Like if you could just keep it in play, you'll be all right.
yep, yep. Keep it in play and literally just hit the green and two putt and get out of
You're right. Yeah, just go for a center green. Just that's
there.
all you have to do.
Seriously, I mean the greens there are just so small. I think that's primarily why when first timers play it, they tend not to like it because the greens are so small and
Mhm.
it's tough and it's a long day if you're coming out of those bunkers all day, especially greenside bunkers where, like I said, they're pretty deep. So most of the time you could only see like the top of the green.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's tough. It's a great track.
It's a
Uh,
fun course to walk. If you're a walker, I highly recommend it.
it's a good course to walk. The layout is very suitable for walkers. I mean, you got essentially tees right next to greens. So
Right.
um, yeah, overall, I mean, the Ravisloe has been our Masters. This is the fourth year in a row. So
Yes.
there's only a handful of courses um, that have been on our circuit for 4 years. And Ravisloe is one of those. It's the Masters every year. It's very suitable for the Masters. It kind of has a Masters feel to it.
Mhm.
Um, like I said, for a public course, it's always in really really good shape. Drains well, so we're looking forward to getting out there. Um, it's to be determined whether or not I got to look at the card. I got to talk to the course whether or not we're playing. What is that? 13 as a five or a four? Because now they have that new tee. Like the new tee is official.
You
Last
talk about
year,
12.
12. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
12. It was kind of in between. It was like a hybrid last year.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
so
yeah, because that tee's in the back now, right? They built that one in the back.
yeah, they cut some trees out. Now
Yeah.
now the hole is it's super cool.
Yeah.
That tee's probably like 60 yards back, and that fairway bunker actually comes into play now. So
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
yeah, it's a great hole. A lot of great par threes there. Yeah, overall, I mean, I'm super pumped. I think there's definitely going to be there's just something in new guys listening. You'll know what I'm talking about when you step on the first tee and you announce you're official for a major. There's something about it, man. There's I had a little bit of so on the way to Sanctuary on Saturday. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous, but once I got on the tee, I got settled in. I was fine. For a major, for whatever reason, because worth, more points, more money. There's just more on the line. There is a little bit more butterflies going on.
Oh yeah.
So I can't wait for you guys to experience that.
Yeah, and use the T sheet, guys. Especially since it's a major. If you want to find some new people to play with, fill up the spots for next weekend. There's plenty of spots available. Last time I checked for next weekend.
Yep. This upcoming weekend, Sunday looks great, by the way. Saturday kind of looks like hit or miss with rain. But yeah, definitely jump on the tee sheet, especially for the majors, because you do have to play with a new attester.
Yeah.
This is just a super easy way to find a new attester. Slack has been bumping lately, which is awesome to see. So that's picked up dramatically in the last, week. So that's been super cool. Guys just getting out saying, "Hey, I got an opening this time. Yeah, sure, I'll play with you." So that's what it's all about.
Mhm.
So that's been fun to watch grow. But yeah, we're excited for Ravisloe as the first major of the year, and um, next week, what I think we're gonna do, Rob, is for your guys's. Well, you've played Bolingbrook.
Yeah.
Well, Met, I know, had a reno, but what we're looking to do next week. So if there's any Northside Tour member listening, we want to get somebody on for next week's pod to give us a little bit of a breakdown on Wilmette. I've never played it. Like I said, I heard it had a reno. I heard it's phenomenal shape. So we want to get somebody on who knows Wilmette and can break it down. So if you're listening, if you're on the Northside Tour, feel free to shoot us a DM, let us know, and we'll bring you on for next week's episode. So with that being said, there, Rob, are you ready for the top three?
Well, I got a couple other things.
Okay.
I wanted to find out what was the music choice for Saturday.
I told you he listens to the pod. So immediately when I showed up, he goes, "So it looks like the ZBB channel this week, huh?" And I started laughing, and I go, "Hey, man, we could do whatever you want." And then he just threw on ZBB right away, and we were grooving.
There you go.
Yeah, he's a big time.
Well, shout out Jeff. I know you're gonna listen to our Wednesday. We're playing at 9:50, so if you want to get in, call the course.
There you go.
Next Sunday, or this Sunday, I should say.
Yeah, he actually told me he was gonna link up with you. So, yeah, no, I mean, playing with family alone is awesome, but playing with like a close cousin that you've played with probably 100 times is even better.
Mm-hmm.
It's just super relaxing. So yeah, we had some tunes going during the official round.
Oh,
Didn't bother me at all. No,
so that they had nothing to do with you missing your short putts.
no. I mean,
okay.
you couldn't hear shit from the wind, anyways. I mean,
All
you
right.
could really hear. I didn't think the roosters were gone. That's how bad the wind was going.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear the roosters until not even.
Well, how'd you do on 5?
Part.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't pull 3 wood this time.
Oh,
yeah.
You laid up?
Yeah, laid up to a number. Yeah, parred that hole, and it almost happened again. I don't know what is it. I don't know what it is about that hole, man. I just don't get it. Something comes to me, and it's like I don't know how to play golf again for that hole. I almost missed. So this time I said, you know what? I'm just going to get super aggressive. I think my downfall was I was just giving the hole too much credit, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to swing free. I almost missed the driver. It went probably 160 yards, not into the bunker, just short of the bunker. I bogeyed that though. It's better than a triple. So yeah, we had a good time.
And my second part is, did we get some hot dogs?
Oh yeah, we got hot dogs.
How many?
1.
You just want 1 this time?
Yeah, I thought maybe something had to do with the 2 hot dogs last time. No, I was I was in the zone. I don't think I didn't eat my chips. I'm not really a big chip guy I love chips, but during golf, I don't like to be messing around with chips. Like the hot dog, my cousin's even like, "You didn't even put anything on it." I'm like, "No, like I just need substance, and that's it."
Who has the better hot dog? Sanctuary or
Silver Lakes.
Silver Lakes?
Silver Lakes' dog is awesome. Uh, I'm almost positive it wasn't. I think he gave me a brat by mistake last week. This week it was an actual hot dog. It wasn't bad, but it was no Silver Lake.
Okay.
Uh, but no, we had a good time. Our group was awesome. Actually, shout out TJ Crowley. He gave all of us opening day gift, which I thought
Whoa,
was super cool. Yeah,
that's a cool idea.
yeah. So apparently he ordered these ball markers from what is it, USGA, but it's like you suck at golf.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, they're really cool. So he gave us all those, on the first tee. I thought that was super cool of him.
That's classy. That's very
Yeah,
classy.
yeah, very classy. And then yeah, so Brennan Murphy and TJ joined us. We played a Scotch game. It was myself and Brendan versus my cousin and TJ. It was a good match. I think we were up most of it, and then they made a roaring comeback on like the last 4 or 5 holes to get to pretty much almost even. But yeah, we I think we won, like I said, 15, $16. So it was a good day. I mean, like I said, the match was awesome. The official round was whatever for the first event.
I mean, you're out golfing. There's no such thing as a bad day.
Yeah, right, exactly. So with that being said, there, Rob, are you ready for the top three?
I am seeing that you're such a huge fan of Ravisloe. What is your three favorite holes on that golf course?
Ooh, three favorite holes.
Your top three holes.
Yeah, I would probably say I really like two, three, four, five. I like five a lot. It's just a funky, quirky little hole. Some people absolutely can't stand it. It's a dog leg right, but very strategic bunkering, down the right side to where, if you don't cut one perfectly, you're either, too far right under the trees or you're in a
Yep.
bunker. And it's a big decision, like whether
Yeah. I
you
mean, driver versus
yeah,
hybrid. Yeah.
right, or even an iron.
Yeah.
Some people just lay up to the right, at the edge of the fairway. So
Well, I
yeah,
like how that green looks too for your
right,
approach on that.
exactly. And then I would probably say, for some reason, the next hole, the par three six. I like,
Really, you
yeah,
like that shortly, huh?
I like that par three a lot. It just suits my eye, just because it's a slight little dog. It just, I don't, for whatever reason, I just really like that hole.
Mhm.
So I'd probably say both of those, and then whichever order, three or two, and then number one, I would probably say maybe 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like 12.
Is
Um, maybe 12 or three. I do like three a lot. I think it's super fun playing that tee shot. It's a blind, tee shot.
Mhm.
Got to play a little cut. Can't overcook it, or else you'll be hitting a house.
Right.
And then the approach in on three is awesome.
Yeah.
Is either you're it's always a tweener. It's always either like hybrid or three wood, and you could always lay up. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I don't know. I'd probably lean more towards three, just because it's a little bit more exciting than 12. But
Yeah.
how about you?
I'm in the same boat for three hole. I love five because I like that. If you take a driver and you go around left, you're screwed. You're going into those trees, right? So doing the smart play with the hybrid or the iron, I really, like I said a couple minutes ago, I really like your approach shot and how that green looks, right? Set up for you to hit that shot in. I just think that's a fun hole because if you can cut it, great. If you can't and you can hit a nice hybrid or iron, you're still going to be rewarded, right? You don't have to go for the glory. You can still easily have a 9 iron in with your second shot or a pitching wedge into
Easily,
that.
easily. And that green's tough. There's some undulation in that green, and there's literally four surrounding bunkers. There's bunkers in the back that
Yeah.
I always forget about. If you're in those back bunkers, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, well, I think when we had the Ryder Cup there, I think the pin was on the right front, and I really enjoyed that because you had, like you said, you had the bunkers, and you get like how the front of the green dips a little bit. So that's my 3 hole. I love I'm a par five guy. I love 13, man. I love your if you have, your third shot in, how the green is, below you're above, and it just, if you hit it in, it like funnels right into there nicely. So
Yep.
I'm a big fan of 13. And then, to be honest with you, I do like that par three, 13, 15, is it right? 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy that green because I feel like if you, it's, I think that's a back to front too, right? So if you throw
Huge.
it up in the back, it comes back a little bit, especially wherever the pin's at, if it's in the front left or whatnot. So I enjoy that hole. And if you're short, you got to pitch up, but with that angle, it's easy to throw it up high and it just stops on a dime for type deal thing. So
That par three is good. It's really good. Just the visual from the tee is awesome. And like you said, anything behind that hole has a chance at going in
mhm.
if you throw it up and let it come back.
Right.
Even probably honorable mention to another shady, probably one of the hardest greens to hit, in my opinion, around here is 16. So 16 is a par four. It's a very short par four.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Green's elevated and it's not very big by any means. And
Mhm.
it's always playing up, obviously, but you tend to have, you know, at least a wedge, 9, 8, sometimes even a 7, depending on what the wind's doing.
Yep.
It's super tough to hold that green if, if you're not landing at the front of the green.
Yeah. I mean, like, even what 17's that shoot, you guys, and that green is surrounded by the back by trees and stuff like that. So you gotta be precise on that as well. So I mean, all around talking about the course, it's a great course. It's a
I would
great
I would say 17 is probably comparable to the approach on 5 because all the trees in the background, that approach in is super pretty. Uh,
mhm.
all the tall trees, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a bad hole at Ravisloe. So we're looking forward to that again. Jump on the tee sheets, jump on Slack, find some guys to play with in the major. I'm telling you, a major experience is as good as it gets. Definitely some butterflies. I bet you that we see the putting green and the driving range being utilized a little bit more for a major, just because they're worth more.
Yep.
But yeah, we're pumped to get out there. And then again, if you're a Northside Tour member and Will Met, shoot us a DM, shoot us an email, let us know. We'll have you on. Um, until next time, Rob. We'll see you in the fairway.
See you in the fairway, man.
See you, buddy.